newspaper articles about the today's topic, which is about air pollution, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. And have you read the articles yet about air pollution?
Yesterday we has draw a big mind map on the
Like
paper, so
a map, right?
yeah.
So okay. So today, like I said, the topic is about air pollution. So we will be talking a little bit more in detail about the topic.
Yeah.
So okay. So when you hear the words, air pollution, so do you have any ideas in your mind, yeah, about this issue?
When I hearing that, I immediately thinking about the fog, which is created by the dirt.
Oh yeah, you mean the air pollution by the smoke
Yes.
and then dust. And so this year the capital of Hanoi, then Ho Chi Minh City, topped the list of the most polluted cities in Southeast Asia. You know that? And so you have on the top is the capital of Vietnam, which is Hanoi, and then Ho Chi Minh City, at number 2. So you know that one.
I just hear from yesterday when
Oh,
I
really?
read the newspaper. Yeah.
So speaking from your own experience, so every day when you go outside, do you think you experience any, type of air pollution happening right now in the city? Yeah, as a citizen.
Yeah. When we go out by motorbike, we can waste a lot of we must wait
Like this one, right?
a lot
Like
of
a facial mask or something.
exotic film.
Oh yeah. Okay. So for your for protection, right? Your facial protection.
Yes.
Yeah, it's recommended that when so right now when every person goes out, so you need to wear protective masks to protect our face.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's simply very polluted outside, so it's very bad
Yeah.
for your health. Right? So okay, right now. So first, I would like to ask you about the cause. Like this one, like the cause of the air pollution. So what causes the air pollution and the current situation right now? Do you think some reasons? Yeah.
I think most reason come from the human because every day they waste too much they release too much the bad gas.
Oh yeah. I totally agree. So for example, gases like carbon dioxide.
Yeah.
For example here. Yeah. And then so you mentioned about human activities, right?
Yes.
For example, we release too much gas into the atmosphere. Like good. And then else?
And then is the negative reason
Yeah.
That they has do many things to change the climate, and that it affect to the air around the world.
Yeah. Can you be a little bit specific? What humans do in terms of what you said? I guess. So okay. So okay, that could be another reason. We do things, you know, and then accidentally we change the climate patterns. Yeah. And this is a very good word. So you should remember. Now this word? Yeah. Right? You know the word? Pattern. You know? No?
Just a little bit.
Yeah. For example, okay, I'll give you one example using the word pattern. So, for example, pattern is like how you do something, and then like yeah, like for example, climate pattern, like a circle. Yeah. Okay. Then we change the climate patterns. It should be one reason, and then okay. So as I remember, so have you traveled to the capital yet?
No, I haven't.
And then can you think a little bit about the restaurants outside? Now in Hanoi they have many restaurants, pavement, you know, restaurants, and restaurants on the side of, you know, the streets. So like they use a lot of here, you know, here, right? A charcoal or coal.
Yeah.
So before in the past they used to use, you know, coal or charcoal now to cook food or something like that. But today we use gas instead. But in Hanoi, there are many restaurants, you know, outside. They still practice, you know, using charcoal as you know, a method to cook their foods. So, and then this one you release very contaminated. And you release, you know, a lot of contaminated gas into the atmosphere. And this one, do you know this one?
Yes, that's like the back.
Yeah. So right now we have contaminate. So when you contaminate something to make it, you know, polluted. For example, some factories in Vietnam they use a lot of, you know, chemicals. Then as a result, you can see they contaminate, you know, the water resources, right? So you have contaminate and contaminated, then contamination. Okay. Can you remember?
Yeah, contaminated.
Yeah. Can you say contaminate? Okay. Right here we have contaminate. Okay. Okay. Contaminate.
Yeah. Contaminate.
Yeah, contaminate. And then you have contamination as a noun.
Yes.
And then contaminated as a
An adjective.
yeah. And here we have very interesting. We have contaminated. For example, a lot of people when they are this is like a common thing. So can you recognize the difference between contaminating and contaminated? So when you use contaminated, when you use contaminated. So just example, okay?
Contaminated. That is someone do something on you, so do something bad on you, so you can use it. And when he using it, that is you make somebody to be something.
Oh yeah, that's very good. So it depends on the situation, right?
Yeah.
So when you make somebody bad, like polluted or something contaminated, then when you are a positive influence reason, so you are the reason why something happens, then you are contaminated. Very good. So this is one very popular reasons why too much pollution happening right now in Hanoi. So I hope in future maybe when you travel there, and then you can experience firsthand the restaurants. Yeah, they have very good foods, but then at the same time, they are negative influence over the environment. Yeah. Okay, good. I don't know if you know this, but another reason, when the list came out, it's around October, November. It's right here from May until October. From May until October, what happens in the northern part? Like, can you guess? Connected to agriculture, right? Agriculture, farmers, farming, agriculture in general. I think maybe harvest, harvest?
Yes.
Yeah, season. And so from December to April, so in Hanoi, there are two, rice, growing seasons. The first is December to October. So, and then the second is May to October. So right here in October, at the end of September, people harvest rice, and then they burn, the hay. No, right here, hay, and then of course it causes pollution, right? Yeah. So this is a very good fact that everybody should know. So the harvest season in Vietnam, in Mai Delta, in the south, we have 3 seasons, but in the north, so there are 2 seasons mainly. So December, April, then May to October. So here, when the list came out, so it happened at the end of October or something like that. So it's the harvest season. So it adds a very crucial reason to the air pollution. Okay, very good. And then, can you think of any reasons about transportation or about the people in general? Yeah. Okay. Okay, land area. So in terms of land area and how big the area is, do you think Vietnam, Ho Chi Minh City and then Hanoi, which is bigger in terms of the size?
Maybe Hanoi.
Oh, really?
I think
Yeah. Okay, but actually, Ho Chi Minh City is a little bit bigger than Hanoi. And then the people in Ho Chi Minh, the area is much more populated, so more people. But because the capital, right? So it attracts a lot of people from the neighboring provinces, right? Then a lot of people go to the city, in search of occupation and then jobs or something like that. So many people, and then so many factories as well. So I'll tell you one event, a specific event. You know, mercury. Yeah, very bad for your health. This one chemical. Yeah, so very bad for your health. So you know, in August, you know, the city saw a massive, you know, mercury leak in the region. So after that, the government, you know, issued one warning saying that we shouldn't, that the people shouldn't use, you know, vegetables and then all the products are you know, meat produced by people, farmers in the region, because too much mercury, you know, leaked outside, so very bad. So this one you can't. You don't have any notes.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I think you should take some notes. Yeah. This one is a good word, and yeah. You know, Nike shoes, yes. Nike shoes, you know, H&M, you know, right? H&M t-shirts, yeah. Then Samsung, yes. Phones. So right now in Vietnam we have factories, you know, to produce those products. So, and so industrialization, you know, is a big, you know, factor, you know, to grow the economy. But right now, you know, many factories. Do you think we have more pollution? Of course, yeah. So now, it's your homework. I want you to summarize the situation. So you come here, and then you speak, maybe, I don't know how long you want, and about the topic given, and today air pollution. Then you speak yourself a little bit about the topic, then you give some, maybe your personal input into the problem, and then might want to suggest some possible solutions to maybe to reduce the pollution and something like that. So okay, it's your homework. If you want to have some minutes, and then you come here. Okay, and I have one request for you. You can freestyle. I mean, you can do what makes you happy or makes you want to speak or something like that. It's unlimited. But I just have one little request that you are encouraged to use more academic words, like some contamination or human or something like that. Yeah, so that you can practice a little bit more. Okay. And then, okay, I will ask you some questions after that. So normally we have 3 people here. And today only 1. Actually, they told me about the topic today only this morning. So, yeah, this morning I knew the topic, but not too much about that. So, yeah, maybe more time is better. Are you finished?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to stay there? I check the chair here, and you want to come here? It's up to you.
Oh, so I just tell all
Yeah.
I know about.
Yeah. For example, your first impression, by second, your there are some possible reasons to the problem, and then some suggested your own, and then suggestions. Now in the solutions, and then you can give some personal feelings, opinions, upon the topic. So you want to come here, or you want to stay there? Yeah, freestyle. Maybe okay. Maybe I check the chair here. Okay.
Maybe
Okay.
So first, as we know that the Hanoi's pollution is the hot topic to the teenager now. But it keep being more more seriously.
Oh yeah.
So today I want to know more deeper about this discussion. So first we have to know
Maybe I check the chair.
what it costs, what is cost. So maybe most of them come from human.
Yeah.
Because to trade because we must trade our modern life to our natural air. So for example,
You can freestyle.
for example,
Yeah.
if they want to get more land
Yeah.
to build the factory, to live there, they has to burn forest, and that action, that cost, that make us being lack of the natural air, like oxygen.
Yeah.
And when we burn the forest, it will create a lot of exhaust gases like carbon dioxide. And more than that, if we just keep burning without regrowing,
Oh yeah.
there will be a lot of changes in climate. Just more detailing in Hanoi. As you see that there is many pavement
like
restaurants.
yeah.
But most of them just using the charcoal, which is carbon.
Yeah.
So if they cook with them, this will also create some contaminated gases too. And from May to October in the northern of Hanoi, right?
Yeah. We fix later.
Yeah.
Now just speak.
In Hanoi, there is the harvest season. So after it, there will be a lot of what's it called? The hay. So they will burn all of them.
Yeah.
So it's also cast the bad gas too. So I want to suggest you some solution that we can start from the people. That is how to improve their knowledge about this. Because so first they has to know why the air just keep polluted. And then just suggest them some solution, like they can make some machine that will improve our air, like the rain making machine.
Oh, okay.
Or
I learned today.
Or the filter fan. What is will fill our air to help us get fresh atmosphere.
Yeah.
And I think that is all my
Opinions.
Yeah.
So okay, let's talk a little bit about you and your family. So yourself, do you think you cause air pollution at different levels? Do you think you ever cause any air pollution? Yeah.
Yes.
Every day when you go to school and something like that.
Yeah, because I am not a scientist, so I cannot make the natural resource like the solar energy or something like that. So I cannot prevent this. Yeah.
So right now, you think what are you doing that you cause air pollution about your behavior, your actions every day, what you do?
When I go to school, I have to use motorbike to get there. So
yes.
So I just pollute the air.
Yeah. Oh, you use a motorbike?
My parents get me there. So yeah.
Okay. And then how much gas you think you use every day for your motorbike? Yeah. So how far from your home to your school?
It's about 3 kilometers.
So how long does it take? Like 20 minutes or 3 kilometers?
13 minutes.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
13.
Oh,
yeah.
So to me, I travel to work like every day, right?
Yeah.
And I use my motorbike. And it takes me like 45 minutes. Yeah. So I spend around 1 liter of gas every day, like that. So I think I'm polluting the air as well. So like yourself. So yeah. So in your opinions, what can you do to help the environment? Yeah. Just about your life. Yeah.
I think I'll tell. Oh no. I think I will use my bike more regularly.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice.
Or I can prevent my electrical using.
Oh yes. So yeah. So right now at night, do you turn on the air conditioner? Like
Yes.
yes, like all night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Me too. I try to use the fan and much more because number one, electricity, decrease. So I can save some money, and then I can save a little bit about the environment. And then what else can you do?
I think I will try to grow more plant
Oh yes.
Right in front of my house
Oh, okay, good.
to get the fresh atmosphere.
Yeah, okay, good. So okay. Do you want me to fix some pronunciation or some little mistakes? Because you are doing great.
Yeah.
Because today is the very first time I get a little bit nervous. Because my first time, maybe you get a little bit nervous as well. Because I get nervous, and everybody gets a little bit nervous. But that's okay. Second time is better. Yeah. Okay, so okay, your sharing is really good, but some minor like pronunciation tips if I can give you. So right here we have like right? Okay, how can you say this one?
No.
Okay, very good. And then you add this one.
Northern.
But this one you change to this. Okay? When you say a long north and this one, but when you add this one, then you change into this one like this, that, northern.
Northern.
Yeah, this one, the different. Okay. And then if I can add, okay, okay, I remember this one, like carbon dioxide. This one we say carbon.
Carbon.
Yeah. Dioxide. This one we say carbon, okay? You can say carbon. And this one dioxide. Like carbon right here. And then what do you think?
Yeah.
What do you think where the stress is? This one dioxide where you stress.
The oxide.
Yeah,
The
like
old one.
yeah, like this one.
Yeah.
So dioxide, so carbon dioxide. Just remember carbon and then dioxide. Yeah. And this one, because this one very technical, right? Very technical English, like so about biology. To me, I don't like biology. Do you like biology?
No.
To me, I don't like biology as well. So, but we have to know very basic words,
Yeah.
because when you want to express something about air pollution, you need to mention carbon dioxide or oxygen. I think so. Yeah. So this one you have O, ox, and then S, oxygen, and then do you know where we put the stress? Right here. Okay. 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Like here we have oxygen. Yeah.
Oxygen.
And oxygen. Oxygen. Yeah, that's good. Oxygen. Okay. Can you repeat? Okay. Carbon. Yeah. Dioxide.
Dioxide.
This one, they say dioxide.
Dioxide.
Alright. Oxide. Okay. This one you have dioxide.
Dioxide.
Yeah. And this one dioxide. This one oxygen.
Dioxide. Oxygen.
Yeah. Oxygen. Okay. And then do you know this word? Atmosphere.
Yeah.
This one. Atmosphere. Okay. This one. Yeah. You put here atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
No, this one. This one. This one. Yeah.
The
Atmosphere.
atmosphere.
Yeah, like this one is you remember Earth. Okay. Atmosphere. Okay.
Atmosphere.
Yeah, atmosphere. You want to read again?
No.
Okay. And this one mercury.
Mercury.
This one we like this one. Mercury. This one, right? You know how to differentiate this one and then this one? You know, right? Or and then this one as well, but a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mercury, like this one. Like this one you can add a little bit as well. Mercury. Okay, you stress number 1. So mercury. Yeah.
Mercury.
Okay, good. And this one, you know, can you say again? Yeah, very good.
Charcoal.
Can you say this word?
Coal.
Oh yeah, very good. But this one, unfortunately, we stress the first word, the charcoal. Yeah, you can literally down here charcoal if you want. Yeah, but overall, your sharing is very good, and especially I learned from only just because how open my mind to. So now we move on to the next. So every day you are asked to write an essay. An essay? Yeah, I heard from the teacher. I'm not sure, but she told me, so it must be true. Maybe I follow anyway. Okay, now we go to the next thing, an essay. Okay. So do you practice writing essays a lot? You? A lot?
Just in the Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay, so you can get a little bit more practice. Okay, so normally, do you think how many common parts, how many sections are there in one essay?
3 sections.
Yeah, okay, and then number 1 is?
The beginning.
Yeah, beginning, so can I say, yeah, like introduction, yeah, your beginning, and then your, like the main, right?
Yeah.
The main paragraph or something. And this one?
It's the ending.
Yeah, like, this one, like, we can say outro or short. Okay. And this one, what you do, normally do, when you go to the initial part. Yeah. So right here. Okay, right. Okay, so the topic for today is still air pollution. So yeah. Air pollution. Air pollution and causes. Okay, so today air pollution and causes. So as you read, I shall give you the title. So when you go to the introduction part, so what do you think you need to input?
I think I'll introduce the title.
Yeah, that's good. But you need to paraphrase. Phrase. Okay. But okay, you need to paraphrase. That means you need to tell me about what you are going to write, but in your own words. You don't bring the topic here. You need to say in your own words. And then you say the topic, and then okay, here you say the topic, and then normally you need to add one sentence. Only one is okay. One sentence to follow up. Yeah. When you give me something, you need to add something else to follow. You don't just give me and then you stop. It's not good. Okay? You give me the topic right here, and then you add one more sentence, one more okay. And then finally, you tell me what are you going to do. For example, in this essay, I'm going to tell you about air pollution now, etc. Okay, and then you finish. Only three. And this one sentence. This one sentence. This one sentence. Okay. And then when you go to the main part, so yeah. You go here. Maybe evolution. Okay. So right now, how many parts? 1 and 2, right? Yeah. Okay. So the first, you talk about air pollution. For example, in Hanoi or something, and you tell me at least 3 things about air pollution in Hanoi. But when you say the first one, you need to give me example, and then you need to add something else. For example, because this happens, and then what it causes. You understand? Okay. This one, when you say something, you need to add something. It can be example, your own personal example, the result. And then when you go here, you tell me about the causes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then, but between here and here and here and here, you need to use some linking words. For example, firstly, in addition, moreover, something like that. And this one you close. Yeah. Okay, I give you time to do. give you some words. This one you can say disputed, never controversial. Controversial. Okay, you have a disputed, controversial. I tell you one common way. For example, air pollution. This one just one example, very common. Air pollution has been controversial. Issue in this one is how you can open your intro. For example, air pollution has been a controversial issue in Vietnam. That's very common.